Hey everyone, welcome back to John's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a new game called Wyrmhall Brush and Banter. This game was released on Steam on March 7th, 2025. Its regular price is $12.99 Canadian or regional equivalent, and it's developed and published by Leafy Games. Leafy Games previously released another game that I am actually somewhat familiar with called Pulsar Lost Colony, which was like a co-op spaceship simulator, kind of. You had like a bridge and your crew and stuff. It was very cool. I never played it, but I watched a few videos on it. And another game called Gorbel, which is a short marble-based dungeon crawl. And Wyrmhall is kind of different from both of those games. It's described as a short, cozy comedy game. At the time of recording this video, I have finished the game. So yes, I can say that I can confirm it is indeed short, cozy, and quite funny. In this game, you meet quirky characters and clean strange artifacts. From an enchanted teacup to a cursed skull with a chip on its shoulder, each item and client brings new twists and surprises. And yeah, it kind of glossed over the clean strange artifacts part, but that is what this game is. You play as a little female goblin. She's young-ish, I guess, but she is in need of money, and she found this posting for a temp position at this kiosk in the Wyrmhall, which is basically like an interdimensional causeway, I guess. It's kind of this area with a bunch of portals to different worlds. So as you're sitting in your kiosk and looking out, you're seeing all kinds of weird creatures and people, and that's what it said in the description. You meet all sorts of quirky characters. For example, when you start off, you're replacing this guy who normally runs the kiosk. He is going off on vacation for a week, and he is just a bat with glasses. Looks great. And he teaches you the ropes, and then bam, he's off on vacation, and you are in charge of this cleaning kiosk for the week while he's away. And the game is a little bit like Papers, Please, I'd guess, where you're sitting behind a desk and you can interact with all the things on your desk, and the items that your customers give you to clean, but you can't get up from your desk or leave your kiosk or anything like that. So yeah, Papers, Please is probably an okay comparison. When you start the game, you've got 3 different cleaning tools on your desk. You've got a brush, a cloth, and a little bag. And basically you have to, when you're given an item to clean, and they're usually magical artifacts, when you're given one of these artifacts, you have to select the right tool to clean the correct bit of dirt or whatever is on the artifact. And you've got a little employee handbook just to your left that you can always check to see which tool you need to clean which bit of mess. But it's incredibly obvious and intuitive because the tools and mess are color-coded. So like little blobs of dirt show up as like orange blobs on the mess. You grab the brush with an orange handle, and you take that brush and you click on the blobs of dirt to get rid of them. There's also like these little green spirally things. I don't really know what kind of mess they represent. It's kind of more abstract, I guess. When you see those, you click on the green cloth and clean those up. Also just click on them to get rid of them. And finally, you'll see these little kind of bug things. I think they're called like mites or something like that. They are bluish, and when you see them, you click on the blue bag, and you basically scoop up the bugs into the bag, and you take them home at the end of the day, and you've got this like little bucket of these bugs that you're collecting. And that really is the gameplay. If you look in the handbook, you've got, at the start of the game, you've got those 3 different tools available to you and visible in the book. And then just below them, there are 2 like grayed out ones that you obviously don't have access to, and you get access to them as you progress through the story. One of them is a pair of tweezers, I guess, and later on you'll see these magma slugs on the artifacts, and you just click and like drag on them to pull them off the artifact with the tweezers. That one's very satisfying. I quite like that. And then you also get this dagger that's used to chip away like hardened dirt or things like that, or ice in one case, and you just mash left click on those to get rid of them. And those are all your tools for cleaning. You also have like this magic spyglass kind of thing, which lets you see invisible dirt and mess, I guess. They're also color-coded like the regular dirt. You just can't see them with your with the naked eye. You have to use your magic spyglass and just mouse over to see if there's any hidden dirt, and you just get rid of it by clicking on it like normal. Like I said, you're there for 7 days while the previous owner, or the regular owner, the regular worker, is off on vacation. And each day you do, I don't know, probably like 4 to 6 different cleanings, something like that. And yeah, you meet all these cool characters, and most of them you'll see multiple times, and so you like get to kind of catch up with them as you go through the game. And once you've done your 4 to 6 or whatever through the day, it'll you'll close up because it'll be nighttime. You'll take your earnings back home, put them into your oink bank, and then you'll just go on to the next day. And like I said, it definitely is a short, cozy game. The store page says it'll take about 2 hours, and when I finished it, I was literally at like an hour 54 minutes or something. So yes, it's not a long game at all, but I played all 2 hours in one session. It does, the store page says it's kind of intended to play it all in one session. I'm sure it's fine if you don't, but yeah, it was very, very doable in one session. And yeah, if you just want to play it through at once and do the story, yeah, you're only going to get 2 hours of gameplay out of it. There are 15 achievements in the game, and I was able to get 9 of those on my first playthrough. And if you want to get the rest, I think you're probably looking at like 3 playthroughs altogether, like your first mostly blind playthrough, I'd say, and then a couple more playthroughs for getting some of the other ones, because I think some of the achievements like clash with each other. Like you can't get certain achievements if you're doing other achievements, kind of thing. So yeah, if you want to get this game for all achievements, yeah, you're probably going to get like 4 to 5 hours out of it, I'd say. But yeah, it's really not very long at all. The dialogue is all done in what I always think of as like the Night in the Woods style of dialogue. It's very quirky. There's a lot of like shorthand, like lol and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen it throughout this video, and I'm sure there's other games that have done this style apart from Night in the Woods, but Night in the Woods is always where my mind goes to when I see this kind of quirky dialogue, and I really love this kind of dialogue. I'm sure it probably annoys some people, but I like it, and yeah, like I started up, I was like, oh yeah, like the Night in the Woods style, love it. Obviously the cleaning varies in difficulty. You always have the option of not cleaning everything if some of the artifacts are proving a bit too difficult. There's this one guy who, I'm pretty sure he basically like cooked up these special cursed artifacts just to challenge your cleaning abilities. And one of them, like the first one he gives you, he's like, oh, if you touch like the spikes on the bottom, you'll die. And of course I had to test it out, and so I clicked on one of the spikes and instantly got like a game over and had to restart from when he came up to the kiosk. But he comes back a couple of times and he gives you progressively more difficult artifacts to clean. Some of them are like your cursor can't hover over certain parts of it for too long. Things like that, like you can't touch any of these parts, you can't have this particular direction like aiming at your camera, or you'll be cursed and die. It's a fun challenge, and yeah, the challenge is always optional. You can always just clean whatever you can, and then you click the bell to say you're done. I made sure I 100%ed everything because I wanted to do a thorough cleaning job, and I did. It really is quite a simple game. It is short, it's cozy. Like I said, it is funny. I don't really have too much more to say about it because, you know, the gameplay doesn't really change. It gets like slightly more complex as you go along, but by the end of the game you're doing the same thing you were at the very start, pretty much. And yeah, it is a short game, so I don't have too much to say about it, but I did thoroughly enjoy it, and I think I'd probably go back and try and get the other achievements in a while, like if I have like 2 hours to kill. Not that I would ever have that much time to kill, honestly. Or maybe if I was waiting for like a new game to come out and I, just wanted to play a game in an evening or something. Could definitely do another playthrough to get a few of the achievements. So yeah, I'll probably get 100% at some point, just no rush to do so right now. There you go, that was a look at Wyrmhall, Brush and Banter. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!